This is my copy of Dungeon Explorer 2. I'm making this YouTube video for an eBay auction. I actually purchased this, I do believe it was sometime around 1994 from TurboZone Direct, and I purchased it at a time when they simply stated, I can't remember if I saw it online or if it was in a flyer that came to me in the mail for whatever reason, but they sent out catalogs and flyers all the time, and at one point they sent out a listing that showed they had Dungeon Explorer 2, and they said that they were very low on stock. Because TurboZone Direct had all the stock that was left over when Turbo Technologies Incorporated went out of business, they were trying to make the point to everybody who was interested in some of these games that if you wanted it new, this was your last chance to get it while it was at least available at any retail outlet, which at the time was pretty much just TurboZone Direct. Anyway, I wanted the game, and I ordered the game, and what I received is what you see here. I received a game which was, as far as I can tell, in every way, new. But I must have got the very last copy that TurboZone Direct had on the shelf, because as you can see, they sent me just a flat, plain CD-ROM jewel case. And the manual itself is actually a copy. It's a photocopy, and I gotta say, for the early to mid 90s, they did a bit of a better job than I could have done with the equipment that I had at the time. But this is what I got, which I remember being very pissed off about at the time. But I took what I got. I mean, if you can see, I don't know if you can see the edge here. It looks like the TurboZone Direct guys actually, see this page right here is actually not even flush. So they really just took an original manual, then photocopied it, and mailed out the photocopy, just as the original was. The game disc itself is an original, okay? It is the real deal. It's not a copy. This is an actual silk-screened vinyl disc made in the USA. 1993, Hudson Soft Company Limited, Super CD-ROM, and pristine. Not a scratch on this actual original disc. The reason that I made this video is because I'm a collector myself, and I know how it is when you get a hold of something that you're expecting. I won't worry about putting it back in there now. Well, you know, you're expecting something new, and that's what I got. Well, this was the new game that I received. So I will be selling this on eBay as is. I'm not going to hunt around and try to complete this with the actual original items, either new or used, because the game is very expensive. I'm actually not sure what it is going for. I do know that it is one of the more expensive titles that you can get, and that's mostly because this is one of the last games that was made available for the TurboDuo from Turbo Technologies Incorporated. The game is available all over the place on eBay, but it is in Japanese, and as with a lot of Japanese games, I played plenty of them myself. It's kind of difficult to play a Japanese game if it's an RPG. If it's a shooter or maybe a fighting game or action-adventure type stuff, maybe you can manage it. But in RPGs, where you want to enjoy the movies, you want to be able to enjoy the anime, the voiceover work was very well done in this game. Working Designs, who continued to make games for many years, they did high-quality translations and high quality voiceovers did the voiceover work and the scripting for this game. So it's a very good game. I highly recommend it. I truly wish that I had something other than this to give to you guys when I say that this game is like new. It is like new, and it is exactly the way that it came to me when it was new. Unfortunately, this is the only bit about it that was new. And after the auction is over, whoever the lucky buyer is, I'm just curious to know if anybody out there, maybe I'm not the only one who received a photocopied manual like that. That's really well, it's interesting and disappointing at the same time. But anyway, I hope that for somebody out there, maybe if you have a copy of Dungeon Explorer 2 and maybe the disc is a little scratched or scuffed up, and maybe you feel that the rest of your collection, the game case and the game manual, maybe you feel that that's in good shape, but maybe you want a better quality disc. This disc is flawless. I played through the game once, and it's really not been touched. Not at all. Inside of about the last, probably the last 18 years or so. So there you have it, guys. Happy bidding. Happy gaming.